ነበር አስቆጠሩ ከማን የተነጠቀውን የተቋረጠው ኳስ የኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን የፊት መስመር ተጫዋችና የወልቂጤ ከነማ የፊት መስመር አጥቂ ጌታነህ ከበደ ወሳኝ ሰዓት ላይ 25ኛው ደቂቃ ላይ ጎል አስቆጠረ። ወልቂጤ ከተማ አንድ አዳማ ከነማ ምንም
ቶፕ አጥቂ ነው ጌታነህ ከበደ ያለ ምንም ጥርጥር። አሁንም ግን የፕሬሲንግ ውጤት ነው። ተመልከት ደስታ ዮሐንስ እንዴት እንደነጠቁት በኃይሉ ተሻገር የነጠቀውን ኳስ ለጌታነህ ሰጠው። ጌታነህ እንደዚህ አይነት ድል ካገኘ ስፔስ ጊዜ ካገኘ ኳሱ መጨረሻው መረብ ውስጥ ነው። ምንም ጥያቄ የለውም። ቶማስ ምረቱን ባንድ ሰውነት አብዶ ሸወደው። ራሱን በግራ እግሩ ኳሱን ለመምታት አመቻቸ። ቦታ አይቶ ጠንካራ ምት ግብ ጠባቂው ጀማል በማይደርስበት ሁኔታ ነው መረብ ውስጥ ያሳረፈው። የዚህ ሁሉ የጎል መነሻ ግን የወልቂጤ ከነማ ፕሬሲንግ ነው። አስቀድሞ ዮሴፍ ዮሐንስን ተጭነውት እድል ፈጥረው ነበር ታስታውሳለህ አብዱል ከሪም። አሁን ደግሞ ሌላ ጫና ፈጥረው ጎል አስቆጥሯልና ደስታ ዮሐንስ ኳሱን ቶሎ መልቀቅ አልቻለም፣ ጫና ውስጥ ነበር። ስለዚህ ወልቂጤ ጎል አስቆጥሯል።
ጌታነህ ከበደ በዚህ የውድድር ዓመት በወልቂጤ ከተማ ያስቆጠራቸውን የጎል መጠኖች ወደ 5 ከፍ አድርጓል። 4 ጎሎች
was caught. Still looking at how the composure of Georege FC was, beating Simbretu and beating everybody else. Lifted into the box again. Jamal Tassel now knows he cannot afford to make any more mistakes here. Yeah. 1-0 in favor of the workers, the Wolkite side, with a season scorer as well, Georege FC. Sometimes the leg refuses to move as well. And that's the case with Desta Johannes. Trying to get it back into the midfield. Negash then cuts it out. Yeah, singing and dancing is for everybody. The prayers as well are for joy and hoping that the scoreline stays like that.
Football can get pretty emotional at some time.
It is emotional. You know, there's a lot that's going on in football, you know, nowadays especially. You don't know whether he has put something on the bet. Probably not at home as well. And many people do hope that the game will go their way, so that one goal will be celebrated massively by literally everybody. This is a foul right in front of the referee. Referee has seen it and has punished it with a yellow card. It's Dao Tessa brought down by Wahub Adams. He's got another 2 yellow cards previously, so this is the 3rd one. But you see why. It's just deliberately blocking Dao Tessa from moving forward. And Otessa is giving instructions there and asking the ref, where are your cards? I just wonder if players were given cards, what they would do. Here is the president of the federation, Mr. Fikadu Mamo. He's been here for the whole of the opening of the 2nd leg of the Ethiopian Premier League, accompanied of course by other officials. A free kick that has been given to it was given to the Adama City. That's a lovely shot coming from Dao Tessa, isn't it?
A very good one. That is what I say. If you have to use power, think before you give it a shot.
Not the other way around. Shoot before you think.
No.
Okay.
That will never work anywhere in football.
Yeah, I do remember the lesson. Shoot hard, shoot fast, and shoot low. But you forgot to also add shoot accurately. You must be accurate. If it's low, if it's hard, and it's fast, and it's not accurate, it's going to count as a statistic.
But you saw what Georege FC did.
He had all of those ones. Fast, hard, low, and accurate.
Oh, of course.
Otessa giving instructions to some of his teammates to be able to get themselves into better positions to play the game. And a corner that they have gotten. Well, the header doesn't quite work for them. 30th minute, 31st that we are playing, but Adama dictating the pace for Wolkite here. Big boot back into the box. The header! It's in the net! It's a power header! You couldn't have stopped that one for any reason. And it is Addis Tesfaye. Just 5 minutes after they scored the first goal, they get the second one. Addis Tesfaye with a perfect header into the net. Well, he adds to the statistics of how many goals have been scored by the head. And it really then adds to the excitement of the fans of Adama City. Here it is again, Peter. What do you think?
I'm saying the service coming from the right is absolutely on point. You can see
it came from so far away, but he's unmarked. He's totally alone.
But it came precisely to his head. He knew who he was aiming at. He brought it, and it's not the first time we are seeing such crosses coming from the right. And this defense is having a really hard time dealing with those crosses from the right. And that is an absolutely fantastic goal, fantastic header coming from Addis Tesfaye for a goal. Remember, he's a centre back, and he came all the way.
Wolkite won, Adama won. Oh, the excitement here. Always getting the better of Peter as well.
Of course.
It was done very nicely. Very nicely scored. I think the fans here are complaining that this should not have been given. But the Adama fans would care less now. They have 2 goals to their credit. And they are happy. Oh, the most goals that have been scored from free headers are with Bereket Desta. And we saw him score another one for Fasil. But the most number of goals have been 16 from the free kicks. But from the header, 2 for Bereket Desta. And now 1 for Addis Tesfaye as well. Oh, again, the Adama City side will pick up the ball. A row of approval goes round the stadium as they manage to take up possession again. They're stringing the passes, trying to get out of the center. Simretu and his men will be in defense as well. They've got to watch out that they don't spoil the rhythm at the moment. They've got Jamil Yacob, Thomas Simretu, Addis Tesfaye, and Jonas Gedemeo. He's coming back to the center now. Long ball to the left side. Negash has it. Brings it back to the center. Yared Tadese had a touch on it as well. Warku tries to get it back to Tadese. He doesn't realize that there are men coming for that ball as well. Just the same way here that Desa Yohannes doesn't realize that Negash was moving in there. I think Adama just wanting to compound things. They scored 3 goals against Redawa recently. That's the highest score in the last 5 games that they have played. And this was a foul that was given to the Adama City side. Adama Ketenma side.
I'm still trying to understand how that is a foul towards Wolkite.
You think he should have been going the other way around?
The other way around.
Oh, been pumped directly towards the goal area.
Poorly taken.
Simretu losing his balance as he was trying to go for that ball. And now it means he's got to rush back to his position. As Wolkite get a chance here again. And the referee has made a decision. Gives a yellow card to the goalkeeper. I think he touched the ball outside of the box. Now, usually when that happens, it's not even a yellow card. Here it is again. But he's inside the box. Well, we'll have to determine whether the whole of the ball had crossed that line by the time he's trying to bring it back. It's difficult because the ball is rolling. The referee was closest there. We'll give him the benefit of doubt. But ordinarily, if you touch the ball outside of the box, I tell you, it's a straight red card for the goalkeeper. It's not usually a yellow card. So maybe the referee is taking into consideration that he might not have known that that ball has crossed the line.
He was closest to the ball, so we give him the benefit of doubt.
It's going to be a free kick here.
Still they get an opportunity to make a goal.
You know, it's on the line. The whole of the ball must cross the line. Maybe there, but he releases the ball at that time. He didn't bring it to his grasp. But you and me have got a chance to see it again. The referee sees it only once. You know, on the replay, we can be acting as the VAR. But you know, there's no VAR decision that will be made here. Only they will make a very early substitution for Abubakar Sani to come into play. He's played only one match so far for the side. I think he's substituting Yare Tadese. Well, I mentioned earlier that Yare Tadese used to play as a midfielder. It was a little bit of getting him off position when he was playing as a striker as well. So Abubakar Sani, who's an out-and-out forward, comes in his place. Why do you think they make that early substitution, Peter?
I think they want to attack more because they're really being attacked, especially coming from the wings. I think they they're not doing enough to scare the Adama defense.
They're leading by 2 goals to 0. Really, why would they want to make that change now? Why not wait for when they're probably not getting the results they desire after that? Here is Adama. A big clearance coming in from Wolkite. Sometimes it's just on instinct that you place the ball where you think there will be somebody else. But doesn't do too badly. We'll be playing the rest of the match in floodlights at the Adama Science and Technology University Stadium.
All the same, I think Coach Temesgen Dana has made a rash decision.
He has, eh? And here, again, the goalkeeper makes a rash decision as well. It's Imre to just make sure that he clears the damage. And he's just encouraging the goalkeeper. Told you Jamal Tassel loves to play as the last man as well. So he was out there and then he didn't get onto that ball. This should have been chopped towards the net by Charla Tashita. But he decided, I think the ball had too much intensity rolling out on the other side, and Simretu was coming at him as well. What would you have done in that situation? Let the ball go out for a corner?
Of course, what else is there to do, Bernard?
Yeah. Should have been letting it out to go for a corner. And Uptime will try to get to it as well. Shewalem. It's going to be a goal kick now. Yeah, that was very well floated there. With everybody expecting a better work for that.
I love the kind of passion coming from the fans. They're really passionate about their teams, about their clubs.
Yeah, they show it a lot. Shot trying to get it into the box. It's headed out. Picked up again on the outside by Desta Johannes and then Josef Johannes. They're pushing it again back onto the other side. Long ball. Headed down, but not yet completely out. A good decision to send the ball to the goalkeeper. And the referee stops play because there's an Adama player who's down on the ground, but good intensity, good work as well. Good combination of passes as well by the time it was getting to Emma Mohammed.
Yeah, it has been that way throughout the game since it started. Very good intensity, very good pace in this game.
Yeah, Ahmed Mohammed was not fouled. It's just that the ball went to his face. He didn't hit it willingly. So it's pushed back. 11 goal attempts. This is a far cry from what we saw in the game Aribaminch versus Mekelakea, where there was 0 goal attempts on either side. This is 6 at least. 4 of them coming from the Wolkite side. 2 of them from Adama. The 4 from Wolkite, 2 of them has resulted into goals. It's a good 1-2 combination. The return here was intended to go to Abdul Karim Warku. Protesting that decision on that foul. The players are feeling like it's not merited at all, and that the game should have been let to flow It's going to be a free kick. On to the left side by Abtamu Shewalem. Oh. Big mistake here as Adama will pick up the loose ball now. But, should just take the ball. There's nothing to really appeal for. The ball bounced in front of him. He lost control of it. Should have been taking the ball onto the other side where Dauro Tessa was waiting for it.
The best actors are footballers. He just lost the ball and trying very much not to put the blame on himself.
He was trying to blame somebody else altogether. Oh well. 40 minutes played, 41 minutes played. We're playing the 42nd now. What's your assessment now?
It has been an absolute...
Look, here it is. I mean, he picks up the loose ball. He's on the run, tries to cut back. The ball bounces unfairly, and then he thinks that something has happened there. What has happened?
Nothing has happened.
The only thing that has happened is he lost the ball.
He just lost the ball.
There's no...
If anything happened, it happened too late. He was never going to get that one.
That was not going to be given to him at all. So many things happening there. Another big run down on the left side by Abubakar Wandimu. Looking for support. It doesn't get there. Back to the defense now. The two men, Dagim Neguse and Tesfaye Negash, marshalling the right side of that defense.
And you can see the intensity dwindling towards the end of the half.
Yeah, I think they know that time is running and they want to rest as well. We didn't have a water break in this one, you must remember as well. But because the temperatures are a little bit low now, it's going to be a foul here that will be given to the Wolkite side. And quickly taken right into the midfield. Lost to the defense of the Adama side. It's going to be pushed back to the defenders. More specifically to Dagim Neguse to send it further up. This is offside. Just took off a little bit too early. So pretty obvious. If he tried to do anything with it, he would have looked like the fool in everybody's eyes. So he decides not to do anything about it. Well, he doesn't stop himself from taking off, but he knows he's offside.
Yes, but that offside trap plan might backfire anytime.
Why? You think it's not very well executed?
That is the worst form of defending. Putting yourself at the mercy of the referee.
Yeah, to decide on that, eh? Abubakar Wandimu is down on the ground. Here is a free kick that was taken earlier on. And then headed into the goal. Very hard one coming from...
taking the header like a defender that he is.
Coming from Addis this fight.
He doesn't even go high because it was a pinpoint cross up to his head. And being a defender, you know, defenders are some of the best headers of the ball, and he puts it away.
He did. It was a power header, must tell you. So 1-1 currently as we go into the 45th minute of the game. There's been very little stoppage, I must say as well. Wagetani Kebede and Addis Tesfaye are the two scorers of the game so far. So we're waiting for a free kick to be taken here. Bahir Luteshagar is very near there, trying to see whether they can make mistakes early enough that he can capitalize on. And so Dauro Tessa lifts it into the box looking for another header. Not on target, but they do get onto it. It goes out of the field of play. It's going to be a goal kick. Well floated by Dauro Tessa.
Definitely headed by the same person at Addis Tesfaye.
This time not very accurate. It goes off the field of play.
And that is twice the defense has not been able to pick him up.
Absolutely. 1 minute of added time. It was going to be very little time that will be given here, and we've already played 30 seconds of it, so just a half a minute. By the time the ball is taken, we probably will be coming to the end of it in the first half, with parity restored by Addis Tesfaye for the home side, Adama, after the workers opened the scoring in the 25th minute. Could be a throw in this one. It's chested down by Daro Tessa and pushed out of the field of play by Abtami Sholet. That'll be a throw in, and it's going to be for Adama. I don't think we'll have much more time to play in this one. That's the whistle for halftime. A very, very respectable score in 1-1 because of the way the game has been played. 4-3-3 and 4-3-3 as the formations on either side. They've given as much as they have been taking. They have scored 1 goal apiece coming into this game. It just tells you there's going to be a very, very big fight, a very, very entertaining game coming in the second half of the game. Now, this is all happening at the Adama Science and Technology University Stadium under floodlights in the ongoing Ethiopian Premier. Is all happening at the Adama Science and Technology University Stadium under floodlights in the ongoing Ethiopian Premier League. At halftime, Wolkite 1, Adama 1.
በአዳማ ሳይንስና ቴክኖሎጂ ዩኒቨርሲቲ የኢትዮጵያ ፕሪሚየር ሊግ የ16ኛ ሳምንት 3ኛ ቀን ውሎ በደማቅ የተመልካች አጀብና በሁለት ጎሎች የመጀመሪያው 45 ደቂቃ ተጠናቋል። ጌታነህ ከበደ ወደ ጎል አስቆጣሪነት በፕሪሚየር ሊጉ ተመልሷል። አዲሱ ተስፋዬ በዚህ ሳምንት ጎል ካስቆጠሩ የመሃል ተከላካዮች መካከል ተጨማሪ አንድ ተጫዋች ሆኗል። ወልቂጤ ከተማና አዳማ ከተማ 1-1 የመጀመሪያውን 45 ደቂቃ ጨርሰዋል። ምን ይመስል ነበር የመጀመሪያው 45 ደቂቃ? ከባልደረባዬ ዮናስ አዘዘ ጋር በመሆን ቆይታ የምናደርግ ይሆናል። ያለምንም ጥርጥር 90 ደቂቃ ኢላማውን የጠበቀ ሙከራ ካልተመለከትንበት የ9 ሰዓት ጨዋታ በኋላ የተሻለውን ነገር እያየን ነው።
እጅግ በጣም የተሻለ ለሊጉ እንደማስታወቂያ የሚወሰድ በጣም ግሩም እንቅስቃሴ ነው የተመለከትነው። ሁለቱም ወደ ሜዳ ይዘው የገቡት የማጥቃት አጫወት ነው። እሳትን በሳት እንደማለት ነው የጨዋታ ሰይድና ሁለቱም በጣም በፈጣን ቅብብል ጎልጋ መድረስ አደገኛ ሙከራዎችን ማድረግ ኳስ ሲነጠቁ ኳስ መልሶ ለማግኘት ከፍተኛ ኢነርጂ የነበረበት እጅግ በጣም ላለመሸናነፍ ትግል የነበረበት በጣም ግሩም የሆነ ፉክክር ነው የተመለከትነው። መጀመሪያው አጋማሽ
የመጀመሪያው 45 ደቂቃ የሁለቱ ቡድኖች የማጥቃት እንቅስቃሴ 83 ከመቶ መሀል ለመሀል የወልቂጤ አብዛኛው የማጥቃት እንቅስቃሴ ተደርጓል። ከአዳማ 10 ኳሶች መካከል ከፍተኛው 50 ከመቶ የሚሆነው በቀኝ መስመር በኩል የተደረገው ነው። ምን ማለት ይቻላል?
ሁለቱም ቀኝ ላይ በተለይ አዳማ በቀኝ መስመር በተለይ ጀሚል ያዕቆብ እንደዚሁም ደግሞ አቡበከር ወንድሙ በተደጋጋሚ ከቀኝ መስመር እንደዚሁም ደግሞ በወልቂጤ በኩል በተለይ አብዱልከሪም ወርቁ ከቀኝ መስመር ቁልፍ ፓሶች ይሰጥ ነበር። ያንን ነው የሚያሳየው።
12 ሙከራዎች በሁለቱ ቡድኖች በኩል 4 በወልቂጤ ኢላማቸውን የጠበቁ 2 በአዳማ ከተማ 53 ከመቶ የኳስ ቁጥጥር አዳማ 47 ወልቂጤ። በዚህ ጨዋታ አንዳንድ ቢጫ ካርዶች ተመዘዋል። የመጫወቻ ቦታን በተመለከተ መሃል ክፍል 49 ከመቶ ብዙ ጊዜ መሃል ክፍሉ ነው አብዛኛው የሚወስደው።
ሁለቱም በ4-3-3 ፎርሜሽን የገቡት አማካይ ክፍል ሁለቱ ብልጫ መውሰድ እንደሚፈልጉ ያስታውቃል። የተጫዋቾቹም አይነት የተጫዋቹ ኳሊቲ ስትመለከት መቆጣጠር ይፈልጉ ነበር። ለዛ ነው አማካይ ክፍል የበልጥ ፍልሚያ የነበረው።
የኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን አምበል ሆኖ በአፍሪካ ዋንጫ ተጫውቷል። ጌታነህ ከበደ በኮሞሮሱ ጨዋታ አልተጠራም ነበር። ምናልባት ለዚህ ምላሽ ሊሰጥ የሚችል ጎል አስቆጥሯል። አሁንም በጎል አስቆጣሪነቱ እንዳለ የሚያስመሰክር አካሄድ
የወልቂጤ ከነማ የፕሬሲንግ ውጤት ነው። ሰይድ በተለይ ደስታ ዮሐንስ ኳስ ተቆጣጥሮ ለመቆየት ባለመቻሉ ምክንያት ኳሱን በኃይሉ ነጠቀው። የነጠቀውን ኳስ በኃይሉ ተመልከተ እንዴት ጫና ውስጥ እንደከተተ። በኃይሉ ቀጥታ ኳሱን ለጌታነህ ቶማስ ምረቱን ሚዛኑን አስቶት ቦታ ቀይሮ ነው በግራ እግሩ ጎሉን ያስቆጠረውና ቴክኒክ፣ ኳሊቲ፣ ቦታ አያያዝ፣ ጊዜ ከሰጠው ለጌታነህ እንደዚህ አይነት ነገሮች ካሟላለት ጎል ነው መጨረሻውና ቶማስ እንዴት እንደሸወደው ተመልከት። ራሱን ነፃ ያደረገ በግራ እግሩ ኳሱን ቦታ አይቶ ነው መረብ ውስጥ ያሳረፈውና ቲፒካል ጌታነህ ከበደ ጎል የተመለከትነው እጅግ በጣም አስደናቂ ነው።
ጌታነህ ከበደ ወልቂጤ ከተማን መሪ ማድረግ ችሎ ነበር። ያልተጠበቀው ጎል አስቆጣሪ ደግሞ አዲሱ ተስፋዬ ነው። በዛሬው ጨዋታ በመሃል ተከላካይነት እየተጫወተ ይገኛል። ከማዕዘን የተገኘችውን ኳስ ወደ ግብነት ቀይሯል።
ፈጣን ምላሽ ነው አዳማዎች የሰጡት። ኳሱን በመጀመሪያው ዲፌንሲቭ ኦርጋናይዜሽን ኳሱ ሰይድ፣ ከዛ በኋላ አቡበከር ወንድሙ ጥሩ ኳስ አሻማ። ነፃ የነበረው አዲስ በቀጥታ ፓወርፉል የሆነ ሄዲንግ ነው። በጣም ፓወር አለው። ለግብ ጠባቂ ሰይድ በጣም አስቸጋሪ ነው። ኳሱ ቀጥታ መረብ ውስጥ አርፏል። የመጀመሪያውን ኳስ ካስጣሉ በኋላ ከወጣ በኋላ መልሰው ሪኦርጋናይዝ ማድረግ አልቻሉ። ተመልከተ፣ የኳስ ወጣ። ከዛ በኋላ ክሊር ማድረግ አልቻሉም። ተመልሶ ኳሱ አቡበከር ወንድሙ አገኘው። አቡበከር ወንድሙ ጥሩ ኳስ ነው ዲስኦርጋናይዝ በሆኑ ሰዓት ወደ ሳጥን የላከውና አዲስ በጣም ነፃ ነበር፣ ባዶ ነበር። ይሄን ኳስ ማስቆጠር ይገባው ነበር። በትክክልም ያንን አድርጎታልና ሁለተኛውን ኳስ ወልቂጤዎች መከላከል አለመቻላቸው፣ ቶሎ ሪኦርጋናይዝ ማድረግ አለመቻላቸው ጎል እንዲቆጠርባቸው አድርጓል። ድንቅ ምላሽ ነው አዳማ የሰጠው።
አዲስ ተስፋዬ ጎል ካስቆጠረ በኋላ የአዳማ ከተማ ደጋፊዎች በብዙ ቁጥር በሜዳ ውስጥ ደስታቸውን ገልጸዋል። የተለየ ስሜትም ፈጥሯል። አሜ መሐመድ በአዳማ ከተማ በኩል ሙከራ ካረጉ ተጫዋቾች መካከል አንዱ ነው። 15ኛው ደቂቃ ላይ የነበረው እንቅስቃሴ ይህንን ይመስላል።
የአዳማ ሰይድ በተለይ ከቀኝ መስመር በኩል አበባው ታቆ ጠንካራ ጥሩ ፉልባክ እንደሆነ ይታወቃል። ግን ሞቢሊቲ ብዙ የለም እና በጣም ኦቨርሎድ እያደረጉ በተለይ ደግሞ አቡበከር ወንድሙና ጀሚል ያዕቆብ በቀኝ መስመር በኩል በጣም ጫና ፈጥረዋል። አሁንም ጀሚል ያዕቆብ ጥሩ ኳስ ነበር ያሻማው። አሜ መሐመድ ቀጥታውን ኳሱን ወደ መረቡ አይደለም የሚመታው፣ ሊመልሰው ነው ያሰበው። ግን ለምን እንደዛ እንዳሰበ አልገባኝ። ተመልከት፣ ቀጥታ ኳሱን ወደ መረብ ውስጥ መምታት ነው የነበረበት። መሬቱን
ያሰበው ወደ ጎል እንዲሄድ ነው የመታው፣ ግን ባሰበበት መንገድ
አልነበረም እና ከዛ በኋላ ጥሩ ድል ሳይጠቀምበት ቀርቷል።
በሌላ በኩል በመጀመሪያው 45 ደቂቃ ከነበሩ ሙከራዎችና ከተመለሱ የግብ እንቅስቃሴዎች መካከል ግብ ጠባቂው ጀማል ጣሰው የመለሰው ኳስ የሚጠቀስ ነው። በአንድ ለአንድ ግንኙነት ድንቅ ኳስ አድኗል።
በጣም አዳማዎችን ኳስ ማስጣል ነበረባቸው። ዮሴፍ ዮሐንስ ኳሱን ማስጣል ስላቃተው በኃይሉ ተሻገር ጊዜውን የጠበቀ ኳስ ኦፍሳይድ ሳይገባ ነው ኳሱን የለቀቀለት ለጫላ ተሽታ ጀማል ጣሶን አለማድነቅ አይቻልም ውሳኔው በጣም በትክክል ስፔስ አይቶታል ሮጦ አጥቦ ነው ኳሱን ያዳነበት ተመልከት ጫላ ሲሮጥ ጀማል በሚገባ ጊዜውን ጠብቆ ነው የወጣው ኳሱን አስጣለ ከዛ በኋላ ምናልባት ኳሱን እንደገና ለማግኘት መሞከረበት ጊዜ በእጁ የነካ ይመስላል ዮናስ አላባ ቢለቅለት ክሊር ማድረግ ይችል ነበር ግን ጀማል የተረጋጋ አልመሰለኝም ግን በትክክለኛው ውሳኔ በጣም ግሩም ኳስ ነው ያዳነው ሁለተኛ ጎል ሊቆጠር ተቃርቦ ነበር ጫላ ተሽታ ግን መጠቀም ነበረበት
የወልቂጤ ከተማ የጨዋታ እንቅስቃሴ በቢጫ ካርድ የታጀበ ነበር በጀማል ጣሶ ቢጫ ካርድ ከዚህ እንቅስቃሴ በኋላ ደግሞ ልክ ትላንት ምሽት ላይ እንደነበረው አቡበከር ኖሪ ላይ እንደተቆጠረው አይነት ጎል ሊቆጠር ጥቂት ቀርቶት ነበር ጀማል ጣሶው ኳሷን ስቷታል እዚህ ጎል ላይ ነበር አቡበከር ጎል የተቆጠረው
ተመሳሳይ ነው እድለኝነቱ ጀማል ጣሶው የነካው ኳስ ቀጥታ ወደ ሳይድ መሄዱ ነው እንጂ አዲስ ኳሱን ሰጠው ፓወር ያለው አይመስልም እንደውም ትላንት የአቡበከር አብዱልከሪም ፓወር ነበር ይሄ ፓወር የለውም ኳሱን መቆጣጠር ይችል ነበር ነገር ግን ይሄንን ኳስ ቶማስ ምረቱ ጀማል ጣሶ ነፃ ያወጣው ይመስለኛል ሰይድ በጣም በትክክለኛው ሰዓት ተገኝቶ ኳሱን ወደ ውጭ ያወጣውታልና ቶማስ ምረቱ ጥሩ መከላከል
መንገድ ትንሽ ስለነካው ኳሱም ተቆርጧል እንጂ በቀጥታ ወደ ጎል መሄድ ይችላል
ኃይል ነበር ግን ቶማስ ባይኖር እዛ ቦታ ላይ ጫላ ተሽታ ኳሷ ላይ መድረስ ይችል ነበር
ያሬድ ታደሰ በዚህ ጨዋታ ከሜዳ ወጥቷል አቡበከር ሳኒ ቀይሮት ገብቷል 30ኛው ደቂቃ ላይ ሌሎች ቅያሬዎች መደረግ ይችላሉ ጨዋታውን ለመቀየር እነማን ቢገቡ የተሻለ ነገር መፍጠር ይቻላል
በወልቂጤ በኩል አሁን ያለው ሴታፕ በጣም ጥሩ ይመስለኛል ምናልባት መከላከል ላይ ይበልጥ ቡድኑ መጠንከር ያለበት ይመስለኛል በኋላ ላይ አቡበከር ሳኒ ወጥቶ ያሬድ ወጥቶ አቡበከር ሳኒ ገብቷልና ያሬድ ወደ ኋላ የተመለሰ ጀሚል ያዕቆብ ለማጥቃት ሲል ወደ ኋላ የተመለሰ አበባውን አይረዳውም ነበር አሁን ምናልባት አቡበከር ሳኒ ይሄን ሊያደርግ ይችላል መከላከል ላይ ጥሩ መሆን አለባቸው በተለይ ከጀርባቸው የሚጣሉ ኳሶች ላይ ሁለቱም መጠንቀቅ አለባቸው ጌታነህ እንደዚህ ደግሞ ዳዋ ውጤት አሉና ሁለቱም ቡድኖች በሁለተኛው አጋማሽ ቤንች ላይ በቂ ኃይል አላቸው ይበልጥ የተሻለ ማጥቃታቸው ሁለተኛው አጋማሽ ላይ የሚከተል ቡድን ሊያሸንፍ ይችላል
ክቡራን ተመልካቾቻችን በከፍተኛ የተመልካች አጀብ እየተካሄደ የሚገኘው ጨዋታ ሁለተኛው 45 ደቂቃ በሱፐር ስፖርት ልዩ በያላችሁበት እንድትከታተሉ የአክብሮት ግብዣችንን እናቀርባለን ሁለተኛው 45 ደቂቃ ይቀጥላል
Welcome back to the second half of the Wolkite versus Adama match that is being played at the Adama Science and Technology University Stadium. When we went into the break, it was 1-1. The celebration at halftime, especially from the Adama fans, would tell you that they are happy with what they have at the moment, but they're expectant of what they might do in the second half. They put on their torches on their phones and they were using it to light up the stadium in a beautiful little celebration. Apart from taking the pictures under floodlights, they really are singing their hearts out for their teams. But the question is, who will take the 3 points out of this one? Now that they shared it at halftime, 1 goal apiece. And you know that even at the end of the game, if you are only 1 goal apiece, you get only 1 point. That's the big question on who will take the 3 points out of this one. So the Wolkite side has already come back. The workers early enough coming in to signal their intention to continue with the game. The Adama side is not yet to come onto the field. Sebeta scored the only goal for the workers, the Wolkite side. Look at just how the fans would like to celebrate this. They put on their torches on the phones, and it presents a very good picture in a flood-lit match. Looks like the whole of the air is starred a bit, you know, a starry kind of air. An air filled with stars. And they're showing their love to their team very obviously. So it's Adama and Wolkite, and now it's even a fight on who's going to be putting up the best of the show as the fans, Peter. Not a bad show, is it?
Oh yes, it's a morale boosting show if you look at how the fans have turned out for their team. And that is the reason why they are called the 12th man, because their contribution to the morale of the team is actually very noticeable, and sometimes it even makes the team play better.
Yeah, it is massive. You never can underestimate it. If you want to know about it, you go to play in a country where you don't have the support and you'll see that. Million Selemon comes in for Desta Johannes in that change that has been made by the Adama side. So Desta Johannes will not continue with the game. They bring in Million Selemon, who's played 14 matches so far for the Adama side. Desta Johannes has played all 15, so they have been playing together on the field, save for one match. And now we are into the second half. Again, the big question is who will take the 3 points out of this one. As the ball goes straight from the Wolkite side into the front. The air of expectation is that one of getting a goal as early as possible. Peter, what's your hunch about what might happen in this second half?
I can see early goals. I can see early goals in this second half because these two teams really gave us a very intense first half, and if that is anything to go by, then they should begin from where they left.
Well, let's hope that Makwan and Bahir and Jonas Azeze, who are giving you their married commentary, will be sharing in exactly those sentiments. I'm Bernardo Tieno in the company of Peter Kirumba to take you through the second half of this one that ended 1-1 in halftime. And Thomas Imretu is still the central defender for the Adama Ketenma side. I'm just marveling at the way he has improved his game in recent times and become a very speedy kind of defender. It previously used to cut a picture of a sluggish big defender, but he's become faster. I think he's been working on it. Chance to try and bring it across from the right side, but Abubakar Ondimu takes his time. They send it on to the left, looking for a shot now. It's deflected back, blocked actually. This is going to be a foul, so obviously in front of the referee. Well, I know now why they are booing that, because Chala doesn't seem to have touched him at all.
Nobody touched him. He went down himself, and the referee actually fell for it.
I think Michael Taeme has got to be a little bit more, vigilant and more observant. It's not the first one where we think that there was no touch there, but which he has given. And in this instance, you can see from the replay, Chala did not touch him at all.
At least the referee does not have the privilege to watch it again.
Yeah, here is the free kick now. Daro Tessa is preparing for it. There are about 6 white jerseys in the box waiting for it. For the rebound of it, that is. Daro Tessa decides to keep it in play rather than wait for it to go out for a throw-in. Simbretu brings it down. Whatever he's doing up at the front, I think he was waiting for the free kick. And now he's going to be coming back to his line of defense. This one again evades the feet of Aime Mohammed. But he's got speed, Aime Mohammed. And he probably will get there at some point. Fasil tackling. Knows that this is very intense. Good dribbling skills by Ioannis Gedemeo. And then a good decision by Joseph Yohannes for the Adama City side. Daro Tessa has got to bring it back into the midfield. And by which time then he needs to set himself up to receive a return ball as a striker. Again onto the left side by Joseph Yohannes. Oh, they're weaving it very nicely. Aime Mohammed helping out. This one evades everybody else, is brought back in for a 45. But no one to go for the kill here. It's only the central defender who gets the time to go for it on his own. Wahub Adams is the one who got there first. That's going to be a foul. What do you make of that now? All that action going there.
Look at how the cross came in. I actually thought it had gone out, but that ball was returned into play. One touch and it was back into play. Adam was down on the ground. That defense was in 6 and 7s there. Didn't exactly know what to do about it. But now they have a free kick.
Mr. Taeme tries to exert his authority in the game. It looks like he wanted to verbally caution the two players. It tells Taeme to calm down in this game. But he's got to control it properly as well. He's got to be more observant, especially on what he's giving out as foul and what he's not giving out as well. He's got to look very carefully. This is going to be Emmanuel Gobena that is taking it, who is taking it. My hunch tells me he's going to go directly towards goal and hope that he gets a rebound from there. Because if he chips it on to inside there, the whole of the red t-shirts will go there first. They're trying to get them out for an offside. Mr. Taeme is reaching out into his pocket. I think he's asking what's going on there. Yeah, they're all saying he has pushed me. No, he has pushed me. No, he pushed me first. And he says, stop the pushing. So Gobena, yeah, he was going to go directly. It's just punched out by Said Abtabu. That fingertip save that always makes a difference, Peter, is yes, what we get here again.
And very, very creative thinking from the Adama side. Those are the kind of free kicks you were talking about yesterday.
Yeah, Emmanuel Gobena brought it in, and then Jonas Gedemeo tried to angle it in. They've got to be wary of the counter-attack. And then also try and get the ball to work for them. It's going to be a throw in this one. So will be given to the other side. This was a good idea here, and even just that touch could have very easily beaten Said Abtamu.
Wonderful execution.
But Abtamu has got to show that he's world-class material, because he knows he's got another goalkeeper on the bench. Robert Odonkara has got the qualities that they need as well, because he's played professional at Horoya in Guinea. Talking about Robert Odonkara, the Ugandan. The international certainly has some good qualities. Of course, you know, the reputation of Uganda with goalkeepers as well, with Onyango as well in South Africa.
Yeah, they really produce good goalkeepers, Uganda.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is the goalkeepers have done better than the strikers in the world for the Ugandan side, and they've been most noticeable. It's going to be a free kick here. Playing only the 52nd minute of the game. Did they make any change in the formation, do you think?
No.
They didn't. So they're going to go about it the same way as they did in the first half.
As it is, but I believe with the kind of creativity I can see from both coaches, it is very probable that at some point the systems are going to change.
Right. Happy that you used the word change. I thought you were going to say the systems are going to collapse. That is, that is usually a worry. If only they're going to change, then that's for the better. But if they're going to collapse, then you have to worry a bit. So it's going to be Frankie, I think a yellow card has been given out to Abeba Butako. So Butako is the one who has been penalized for that.
Yes, he did tackle Abubakar Wundemu from behind.
Now that makes the 26th foul in this game so far. And this goes off the field of play. It's going to be a goal kick. Referee is in some consultation with one other player to find out what's going on there. And then Adama have it again. Still 1-1. Now the game is looking for a superstar. What usually happens is when you're tying the game like this, anyone who scores at that moment becomes an immediate superstar. Yeah, appealing to the referee. That's called the emotional appeal. Just looking at him and wondering, are you going to let this happen to me? Yeah, but yeah, I think Emma Mohammed can claim innocence in anything like that. Big one back into the midfield.
This is the point where players begin to get creative because everyone wants to be the hero here.
That's a good thing for football, isn't it?
Wonderful.
So we'll see some good play as well. We expect to see some good play from either side. Starting with Adama, who have possession, Gobena. And it's brought back to Thomas Simretu. Did I tell you that I once took a picture with Thomas Simretu?
You didn't, now I know.
Yeah, but the issue is not even the picture. It's just that there was a big distance between me standing and him standing. And everybody was asking me why I'm sitting down. Here it goes into the box for a shot! Again, it's coming from the right side, and it just doesn't go on target. But the goalkeeper was already stretching himself to the full length from that shot that came from Amy Mohammed. He really wanted to strike the goalkeeper. Takes it onto the far side. And Said had two minds to leave it to go out and not knowing whether it's going to come into the net. And he opts for the better one. Coils a little bit, doesn't go full blast. But Amy Mohammed was certainly going in for a kill, Peter.
Oh yes, he was going for the far post, aimed it well, but did not get the target. Really frustrating.
Yeah, more frustrating for the fans as well, who are thinking they should be counting that one. And you know, the fans also put their own bets in terms of their verbal bets at halftime. And they say very nicely, look, we're going to score another goal. The others say, no, we will be conceding another goal. So they want to see their predictions come true as well. And so the O's and the O's are usually very many. Flagger stayed down as well. It's made a mistake of touching the ball with the left foot first. It's that blunder that usually happens. It mixes you up. You're going to take a cross, and then your left foot defies you totally and touches the ball before the right foot.
I don't know why one foot always struggles to come to terms with the other.
You know, I think the feet are in competition. That's why one left goes out, the right must go out as well. Otherwise, the left would be going out twice before the right goes out. So I think they're in perfect competition, 1 foot at a time. But when it comes to the ball, you know, it has to be some coordination. They've got to talk to each other. They've got to communicate. And no reflexes communicate as well. So the brain at that time, okay, it's a biology lesson now. The brain sends some mixed messages there. It's going to be a throw-in. Forget the biology lesson. out on the right side, and then shielded out for a goal kick. It's going to be for the Adama Ketenma side. Well, while we are at this as well, I hasten to remind you that 3 teams have already been promoted into the Ethiopian Premier League from the lower tiers of the Ethiopian Premier League. Now you're asking how? It's because when Ethiopia had gone to the Cup of Nations, and that's for about a whole month, the lower tier of the league did not stop. The Premier League did stop, but the lower tier did not stop. So they continued playing and finished the matches early. 3 groups of 10 teams each, 30 teams in total, 1 team being promoted from each group. Ethiopia Medin, that is Ethiopia Insurance, has qualified. Legetafo City, just about 20 kilometers from Addis, where a lot of Addis dwellers have moved to now, is also qualified for the first time ever in the league. And then Ethiopia Electric, also known as ELPA, or if you'd like to call them in Amharic, the Mabrat. And the team that won the very first championship of the league 2 times in a row, having been reformatted, is back onto the Ethiopian Premier League. He's coming out onto the right side now. Some good footwork from Abubakar Wendimu. Manages to get his mark up, takes a left foot shot, takes a deflection as well. I think there was a block or an obstruction there that is going to give the ball back to the Wolkite side. These things can be annoying sometimes, I have to tell you that, Peter. When a player gets you off like that, it makes you annoyed, and that's Abubakar Ndimu was annoyed at that as well. When someone makes you go left and right and then turns you inside out and puts you in 8s and 6s, my friend.
It's getting a bit frustrating.
In the good old days when you're playing football in the estates, that would result into a fight. I mean, you'd have to sort it out in a different way.
I think I've entered such fights more times than I can remember.
Because somebody did that to you. And you decide now to sort it out in a different way, in a physical way.
Somebody who later turned out to be one of the biggest superstars in my country.
Oh, really? Who is that? Who is that? Do you know his name?
Oh, yes.
What's his name?
It's Mr. Daniel Shikanda.
Oh, the president of the team in Kenya called the FC Leopards. Oh, he was, and he's left-footed.
He's left-footed.
I do remember. I know him very well. So I know that he did some things to you. I'll remind him about it one of these days.
Took me to the cleaners one time.
Well, he's the president of one of the biggest clubs in Kenya at the moment, FC Leopards.
Of course.
Here is Mr. Fikadumamo, the president of the Ethiopian Football Federation. And it's been present in all the football games that have been played so far here. Remember, the league is also being run by the Ethiopian Premier League. And it's a perfect... it's really a perfect partnership. The league is owned by the Federation, but the Premier League Limited runs it and runs it effectively. Has attracted some good sponsorship as well. And that's why this is possibly being brought to you onto your World of Champions Supersport, live from the Adama Science and Technology University. Yeah. I know it causes a little bit of confusion in your mind when I put it that way, but that's its proper name. It's the Adama Science and Technology University. I know you'd like to say the University of Science and Technology of Adama. But like I said earlier, that's you thinking. Or you'd like to say Adama University of Science and Technology. Again, that's you thinking. Good thoughts though. The proper name is the Adama Science and Technology University. Big one trying to get it forward to Daro Tessa. He's been underfed in this second half, Daro Tessa.
Most definitely. And whatever is happening now is not very exciting because everybody seems to be playing the same kind of football.
Oh, they had a 4-3-3 as a system for both of them. Again, some nice way to bring the ball back. Leaves his marker for the dead. He actually left Jamil Yacob wondering where the ball had gone to. Back into the midfield, Daro Tessa. Now he begins to enjoy himself. He's looking for a return ball, he gets it. He's got the control as well. Had some good experience coming from the Cup of Nations. And he was wishing that his teammate, Johannes Geremeo, could have also played it with that kind of experience. It's going to be a foul. Whichever way you look at it, Joseph Johannes is going to be guilty of fouling Chala Teshita.
But he'll be a candidate for so many fouls because of his skillful nature.
Who's that? This
Chala.
one, Joseph Johannes?
Chala.
Oh, Chala Teshita. Oh, because of his agility on the field and his skills.
He's too skillful.
You attract a lot of attacks coming to you.
Of course.
What a
Because of the
pity.
things you do to your opponents.
Oh, what a pity.
Most definitely.
They can't-
You don't want yourself being a victim of those dodges in front of cameras.
You don't want to be embarrassed.
Remember, there are cameras.
This you're talking from experience, Peter. This has happened to you before, hasn't it? If you worry about cameras, sometimes you'll not do the best that you can. But yeah, he doesn't like it. I think there's been a yellow card here on Dagim Neguse. It's a 5th yellow card. And normally 5 yellow cards will knock you off from the next game.
Neguse.
And so he's got 5 of them. So if we were to go with the assumption that the cards do accumulate, then Dagim Neguse will not be available for the next game because he's gotten 5 yellow cards now. Next is back into the midfield to Chala Teshita. The goalkeeper did well to pick up that one. Emil Jacob brings it back to the center to Jonas Geremeu. There is a cross coming off the feet of Emmanuel Gobena. Doesn't look like he's got the energy when he's lifting it, but you see the ball moving forward. The Wolkite side has not been seen in this attack side for a long time. Chala, and good involvement here for a shot as well. Good idea, but of course it's a very tight angle that he was trying to take the ball from, and so it doesn't work out well, does it, for Abubakar Sani?
No, but his timing was perfect. He took it at the first opportunity. Only the ball was rolling so fast, so he got it from the bottom and it went on top.
And he did it on the left foot as well.
Yes,
I think
he
that was a
took
good
it.
one.
He took it at his first opportunity.
Okay, there's a double substitution. Baelu Tishagan makes way for Beza Medina. Beza Medina is making his first game for the Wolkite side. Baelu Tishagan has played 11. This is the 12th match he was playing, but plays only 64 minutes in this one. I think he was looking a little bit tired as well. So what would Beza Medina do? They have just brought in a defender for a midfielder. What do you make of that?
Strengthen your backline. I think he wants to release one more midfielder to accompany the forwards, knowing very well that he's formidable at the back.
Okay. Another big run down on the right side. Well, he just refuses to go for it at the very last moment. If you had angled in, I'm sure you'd have gotten it because you cut the distance into a little bit less.
It will work very well having fresh legs in the heart of defense. Work
Yes.
very well.
Yes, it will. Absolutely. Well, we got 2 goals here, 1 apiece. Getani Kebede, prolific scorer. He was not going to miss from there. Confused the goalkeeper as well. The goalkeeper didn't know whether to go on the right foot or on the left foot. And then the header that was so hard coming from Addis Tesfaye made it 1-1. So 5 goals for Getani Kebede and 1 for Addis Tesfaye. 66 minutes played. We are playing the 67th now. It's going to go out for a throw-in. It's going to be for the Adama Ketenma side. Now you might be wondering how a stadium can fit into a university. And yes, this stadium is called the Adama Science and Technology University Stadium because it's right inside the campus of the Adama Science and Technology, and the expanse of the Adama Science and Technology University, I can tell you, has even wild animals in it. It's not a zoo, but I'm telling you, if you walk in the night within the campus at some point, you might become meat for the hyenas that are very many in the university.
Is that supposed to discourage movement by the students?
I don't know whether they are on the payroll of the university, but I just do think that it makes it difficult for you to be walking at night. And if you're a student, well, the bigger question would be, what are you doing very late in the night? But they're there. You can hear them even from our habitation, which is not too far from the stadium. And if you are an adventurous tourist as well, you can be able to see them in the night in the comfort of your car. Adam, the Gambian on the Wolkite side has been penalized for that. Went a little bit too hard and then pretended that he didn't do anything, but you see his left foot intending to bring down Tessa.
It was very, very intentional.
It was. He
Almost
knows what
premeditated.
He's doing. Yep, he knows what he's doing. It is premeditated because he goes on the right foot, clears the ball, and still swings the left foot. That's why it's a foul there for Tessa. There is a chance to push it back. And again, the quick hands offside. Habtabu stops that ball from going into the net. Tessa brought it from the right side. And then it was headed out. And that one was precision working at this moment.
Perfect from both the taker and the goalkeeper.
In a corner now. Oh, this one again just missing on what would have been a volley. Well, it's a pity they didn't listen to you, Peter, but still it was a good shot. You said hard, low, and fast. He hit it high, fast, and accurate. He missed only one, the low one. I think you've got to choose sometimes as well whether you're going to go high or low. In this instance, I think high worked very well, didn't it?
Yeah, most definitely. And sometimes it is very difficult to get all four correct.
Oh, yes, oh, yes. If you have 3, that's good enough. That's 75%. That's good out of 4. Yes, he got 75% for accuracy, for fast, and...
fast, accurate, and hard.
Fast, accurate, and hard. Thank you, teacher. Fast, accurate, and hard. Yes. The only thing missing there was low. And you can't have it high and low at the same time. Another cross coming in. Dealt with by the game Neguse. And a good ball onto the left side. The Adama side now really raiding. Picked up again by Said Abtamu.
The kind of service coming from the right wing of the Adama side is giving the Wolkite defense a lot of trouble.
It's good service, isn't it?
Perfect service.
And you can imagine who's involved in it all the time. It's a man who's got the most number of goals for the side. That is Tessa. Got 5 goals, 2 from penalties. It is really bringing them in nicely for the others. It takes away the attention from him as well when he becomes a provider. Can Wolkite respond? A little push of the ball by Beza Madin brings it onto the left side, which they have not been using at all. Lovely floated ball into the box. It's just that the volley didn't work there, but that return, it was still low anyway. I mean, it got to target.
Yes, the only disadvantage is the goalkeeper saw it at the right time. He had his eyes on the ball since the ball started traveling. But if he had seen it very close to him, he would have lost a goal.
It's a very desperate attempt to take a shot towards goal. That sends the ball out of the field of play. Gitani Kebede. So it's going to be a free kick here by Jamal Taseo, the captain of the Adama side, when Tessa is not there. But when he's there, then Tessa takes over the captaincy, but it's just coming back from suspension as well after having gotten 5 yellow cards. Talking about Tessa. 71 minutes of play. And looking for where to take it to. find the big man Thomas Imretu.
Both teams measuring each other now, the intensity going down, and everybody looking for that magical moment, at least to grab the 3 points.
Anybody who grabs it for the side, I told you, would be an instant superstar. So we're waiting to see that happening. Although the Gambian Wahuba Adams goes down.
I still have a feeling that this is the calm before the storm.
Really? Well, let's hope somebody stars up a storm then. Long ball onto the side.
With these two teams, it's not a surprise.
And being brought back to the center. Well, I think this would form a song of "The Storm Is Over." In that particular instance, we're waiting for other storms as well. They usually come in very many different names and very many different people as well. This is back into the midfielder. And this will go to the goalkeeper, Mr. Said Abtamu. %54 possession, 46 on the other side. That just means there's about 8% higher on the other side. But I can tell you, at the moment, that doesn't count. It's just about who's going to get a goal that might be able to get them something better now.
Of course, and it looks pretty balanced.
It's going to be a throw-in. There's a cross, looking for someone to turn it in. The clearance is the one that gets there first. Very big header from Jamil Yakub. Then a run in the midfield, trying to get the ball out. Successfully done to the youngster Chala Teshita, who changes the wing. Can they get the return ball? Yes, they do. Beza Medin. Oh, Beza Medin wanted to try and pick it up and get it in a better position, but he pushed the ball out of the line. Here it is. Yeah, I just pulled it too far. Oh, the whole of the ball has crossed the line there. No doubt about it.
He waited a second too long.
It's a long ball into the... Darates is brought down, but just outside the box. Suddenly the flag had gone for offside. That's the only thing that will make it impossible for him to get it.
Of course he was offside.
But this is wrong, for just to fall over him, and that's what exactly Wahuba Adams has done. You know, just to fall over him, you know, use him as a cushion when he's coming down. Oh, it's injurious, you know, and we're playing 75 minutes. The whistle went for offside, so... this is Daro Tessa again, where he gets the energy. He's a wonder after all what has happened to him in there. The players are strong. They get back very quickly into the game.
I love the sense of urgency in the Adama Kenema side.
They have to take it back. I mean, the ball is rolling. You've got to stop the ball, dead ball, and start it from there. But here it is again. You know, they sent this ball, he's offside, no doubt about it. Daro Tessa is offside, but he had already been pushed there. But look at the other side. You didn't see it again. Look, that's a push, yes, but look at what Wahub does. There he is, he just bumps himself onto Daro Tessa. And he puts his full body on him.
And it is absolutely malicious.
That injures a player. It does injure a player. Goes back onto the right side, with the Adama side pushing, trying to get a goal that can get them 3 points here. But they also know that they've got to watch out for a counter-attack from the Wolkite side. I'd almost forgotten about Abdul Karim Orku. Just surprised that he's still in the game. We haven't seen much of him in this second half. And a foul will be given here. There's a little bit of protestations coming from the captain, Daro Tessa. I think they're making a substitution ready as well. A defender is what they want to bring in, but this one is a foul and from behind as well. And it's from Dagim Negusie, who's already got a yellow card, you know, in the 62nd minute. He's putting himself in a lot of danger.
He's living very, very dangerously.
Oh, there's the substitution then. Binyam comes into play. takes the place of the very tired Amy Mohammed. But Amy has done well for the side in this team, hasn't he? What do you think about his performance?
In fact, I did not expect him to be taken out at this point in time. He's one of the people that look like they could get a goal for Adama Ketenma.
Yeah, coaches make big decisions. They always have an explanation as to why they did that. So I'm sure they know the reason why. Daro Tessa has got quite a distance to be able to take this shot. There it is. That's the correct perspective. That's a long way away. We'll chip it into the box and hope that people try to go and get a header from it. Charlotte Shita is out on the right side. One of the younger players in the Ethiopian Premier League. Pushed off the game. He's got to get some physique into him as well. Told you there's a good count of under 23 players in the Ethiopian Premier League as well. $109 under 23 players in the Ethiopian Premier League. 33 foreigners, 342 Ethiopians. It's a big number.
Oh, I'd love to see that again.
We'd love to see the foul or the talent in there. Yeah,
Look at that. Look at
just
that.
took the better of him.
It's
This is
called the
retaliation
magpie.
coming from Getare Kebede. That's what you were saying used to result into a fight.
Most definitely.
You wouldn't allow anyone to do that to you, would you?
Those days in time, you wouldn't.
You wouldn't. I'm talking about you personally. You would not.
Once you mature, you understand
Okay.
that the guy is better than you at that particular moment.
But now I know why you turned up for boxing lessons as well. We'll talk about that another day altogether. 78 minutes, Peter. What's your thoughts now? What do you think Adama should do? What do you think Wolkite should do?
Wolkite are already beginning to defend
Yeah.
this 1-1, which is very dangerous.
Even the substitution they made is a defense substitution.
It is a very defensive substitution.
Simretu is holding on to his arm string.
That's a very dangerous part of the body to get injured.
Yeah, and where he is as well. Simretu has had 2 tackles so far. He's made everything clean in his half. But where he's holding on to is not a very comfortable place usually for players.
Yeah,
And you hope that it's not an arm strain.
That and the groin are 2 places you cannot play with any kind of injury or a semblance of an injury.
Oh, seems to be getting up quickly enough. He stretched himself, you can see.
Yeah,
Stretched
he
himself a lot.
overstretched
Yeah, he
himself.
overstretched there. And felt it only after the ball had gotten out of his area there. Tried to get onto it. The ball helps him as well to overstretch because it bounces. His foot bounces off the ball there. You could see he was feeling the pinch already. But he had already executed a tackle that resulted into a less dangerous situation for the Adama Ketenma side. This has been given back to the Adama side in a sportsmanship gesture. They had the ball when they sent it off the field of play. There's a quick throw in. Again off the field of play. 80th minute, 10 minutes to go in what was going to be a very exciting match in which we expected that everybody will take their chances. This is a shot that goes off target. It's going to go out for a goal kick. It's going to be for the Adama Ketenma side. He's headed back by the Gambian Wahuba Dams. Again a long one going on to the left side. So 212 complete passes for Adama. Wolkite is chasing. They've got 38 passes to catch up with the Adama Ketenma side. Oh, the fans renting their voices in the air for their teams. Every touch, they say yes. Even the Wolkite side. Well, here's a simple lesson for you for Amharic then. If you have to say yes, you just say ow.
Ow.
That's all. And that's what they're saying when they're singing on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Ow. At every touch, they say, "Oh," you know, like yes, enjoying every moment of it. Because you've had 3 lessons today, you owe me 3 bottles of water. That's yesterday's, that's 5.
We are yet to get to a dozen.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I think it's going to come very soon. Because tomorrow, there'll be no games being played, and I know we'll go full throttle for the lessons. So, by the time we come back, you'll have paid it. Don't worry about it. Big push into the midfield. Worku has managed to sneak it past to the front. And then Ketema gets the through ball to Chala. He managed to cross the ball. He uses so much energy, he doesn't get to it. And there was no touch coming off the defenders.
He overstayed on the ball.
He did, eh? And then look at what he does. He's already taken
Would have tried a dummy.
He's already taken the kick, eh? But he still tries to make it look like he's being fouled in there. Going down on both knees in the box.
The defender running parallel to you at that speed. It's very easy to shrug him off. Coach Dana looking very relaxed, and you even wonder how he takes in all this pressure.
It could just be a decoy for what he's feeling inside. Always the coaches will not show their true feelings, but when they bust out in a lot of feelings. So he's going to go out for a corner. This corner is going to be given to the Wolkite side. It's one of the very last chances that you get in a football game. 1-1 is the scoreline. Wolkite having opened it through Getani Kebede in the 25th minute. 5 minutes after that, when Addis leveled the scores. These are the Wolkite fans. The team jerseys will tell you that. They're making another substitution. And they're bringing in Mulugeta Wolde Georgis for Chala Teshita. I think Chala is just the match fitness that he wants. He's already played 11 matches. But for a youngster, I think he's doing very well for himself. 3 goals to his credit, but I think today things have just been difficult for him. Has been very hard marked. There is a corner. The attempt to push it through the body on his very first touch. Wolde Georgis Mulugeta didn't have the correct thought on what he should do with it, so he just pushes it with his body. And that was not going to have the power to be able to get past the goalkeeper. He needed to have done something better. What should he have done?
Look at that. Was he even aware he was alone with the keeper? He should have tried something more physical, something harder.
The fans think he should have done better.
Yes, I also think so.
Yeah, he should have controlled it and tried to do something else. It's going to be a free kick here. Let's get him out. He's the man who will be taking it. Has sent all the men up at the front, save for 3 who are waiting for any counter-attack situation. So he's headed back and picked up very quickly by Joseph Johannes. But here comes Wolkite now. Can they string the passes? Do they have the numbers? Long ball down on the right side for a big run as well. Coming from Abubakar Sani. Looking for and finding support behind him. And a hurriedly taken shot that goes over the bar. Excites the fans though, but it doesn't get the target. Yeah, it took it a little bit hurriedly, didn't he? Should have looked.
And where was he even taking that ball to? If he wanted to go for glory, he would have been a bit more precise.
Should have moved closer then. Or at least pass it and look for a return ball. But he didn't.
Unfortunately, his target was outmatched in the box. 3 against 1.
Oh, then they brought it back into the midfield.
Does he have that kind of patience?
Dorotesa gets it back. The midfield play is of high percentage in this game. Like we saw earlier, Simretu doesn't seem to be struggling. I thought the injury, yeah, he is struggling. He's just touched it again. That hamstring can be very nagging.
Yeah, but he knows time is almost up and he's struggling to finish this game.
Hold tight there. Big one. Onto the left, onto the right side. Not enough men going for it. Abdul Karim Worku as well leaving it. And the Adama players as well looking at it.
Those are two players who are both undecided on what to do.
You just got a picture of Fasil Kenema, the coach of the Adama side, looking very, very pensive that he's not going to get a win out of this one, or so he thinks, because only 2.5 minutes remaining in this game. The return ball is in the midfield for Worku, and he's pushed it forward now. Found up Tamu Shewalan, and then now one of the new men on the side here. Oh, Tagim Negusi was going for it. Got to run back to his position, although he's going to be helped by Getane Kebede a bit, who's got the possession. Doesn't work in his favor, Getane, but he loves to shoot from a distance. He loves to shoot from there. 4 goals so far. Only 1 from a penalty. Actually 5 now because of today's goal.
Yeah, but
this one wasn't very good. Yep, was it good?
He was under pressure. A defender was coming. A defender was going down right in front of him. He had to do it very fast. And you know, sometimes he had to do it very fast. And you know, sometimes when you have to do things fast, sometimes you don't have even time to look at your target.
He didn't look at the target. Simretu, I think, is suffering in silence here. Addis is fire as well. It's looking like he's not really enjoying himself. 5 goal attempts by Getane Kebede. That's a mark of a good striker as well, but just 1 in goal. In total, he's scored 5 goals so far for Wolkite. It's going to be a foul. 89th minute, Peter. What do you make of the game?
This one is a game that can surprise you anytime. Could have a goal in stoppage time. You never know. This is a high-octane game. This is a game that you can't predict before the last whistle has been.
Before the last whistle has